What is something you watched only because you heard it contained nudity? When I was 13, my parents went out for the night and left me home alone. I immediately went to the family computer and started searching for nude scenes in movies. I found a website that had a list of movies with timestamps for when the scenes happened. I wrote down a few titles and went to the living room to see if we had any of them. To my surprise, we had one of the movies on DVD. I put it in the player and fast-forwarded to the scene. Just as it started, I heard the front door open. My parents were back early. I panicked and tried to turn off the TV, but the remote wasn't working. I ran to the player and pressed the power button, but it wouldn't turn off. My dad walked in and saw what was on the screen. He looked at me and said, "What are you watching?" I stammered, "I was just trying to watch a movie, but the remote isn't working." He grabbed the remote, pressed a button, and the TV turned off. He then said, "Go to your room. We'll talk about this later." I went to my room, terrified of what was going to happen. A few minutes later, my mom came in and said, "We need to talk." She sat down on my bed and said, "We know you're curious about these things, but you need to be careful. There are a lot of bad things out there." She then handed me a book about puberty and said, "Read this. It'll help you understand what's going on with your body." I was so embarrassed. I never tried to watch anything like that again.